Hello, welcome back. Apologies for the short delay. So this time I sincerely hope to not screw up as badly as I did last time. Last time was, well, it didn't go very well, did it? It did not go very well at all. So first, we're going to see what we can unlock with the science we get, and then go for another landing. Let's see how this works. So, science, science, science. We've unlocked 2 levels of Hydrolox engines already. What does this give us? This gives us, this gives us the E1. How nice. And another LR79. So we're going to buy that. That leaves us 40 science. That's 50 science. We could get stage combustion engines, but heretofore I've basically just been using American engines because I am a filthy Yankee. We could get some solids, which gives us a serious business booster. But honestly, I don't use solids that much, do I? And this is not cheap. 470 each. How much are the casters that I use? 140. Yeah, not cheap. But that's okay. So am I going to want an RTG? Good lord, that's expensive. And the entry cost is shocking. The Minuteman's entry cost is actually pretty cheap. So I think we'll get this. It gives us another couple upgrade points, which we will proceed to immediately invest. Wait. You're kidding me. Since when did I upgrade the VAB and not know it? Lols. How did I not know that? Interesting. Oh, also we can now afford to do this. $1 billion. It's ridiculously expensive. All right, and I need to put some more build points in that because they're cheap. All right, so Piano Josh says, KCT has, so Piano Josh says, they notice that you can't exceed build rate 2 cannot exceed build rate 1. That is how KCT has always worked. If that were the case, if you could exceed, like if you could leave rate 1 wherever it is and then exceed it with rate 2, then effectively a VAB upgrade means you get twice the build rate, because you could put a build point in and get twice the effect into here. So yes, it's certainly intended, and it's still intended in RP-1, that you can never have, if you want a higher build rate, it has to be rate 1. Because otherwise you can, basically as soon as you upgrade it, then you'd never put anything in rate 1 at all. And once you got a third line, then you'd only ever put it in rate 3, because you get triple the bang for the buck, or quadruple, or whatever it is. So yeah. That's how it always was, how it will continue to be. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to get another lunar lander contract. It pays decently well. No, you can. I need to cheat for a scientific satellite complete and then remove the funds so that it doesn't keep hanging around and distracting me. Actually, let me do that right now. It pays 378 plus 135. 513. All right, so we're going to accept it, cheat it complete, and then subtract 513,000. Contracts. Actually, it's under, is it? Oh, no, it is. Okay. Active. For scientific, it's completed. All right, now we have oodles of money, but sadly, we must subtract it. So, cheats. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, I think that's where we were. Hello, Muffintastic. So at the moment, I'm going to try to land on the moon more successfully than last time. Last time was a horror show. Right, so let's immediately sink some of that money into... Oops. We'll get a good build right there. The problem, of course, is that that's basically wasted because we don't have anything interesting to build. How are we doing on tech? Human-rated EDL. So we're still a ways out on R&D. 45, 56, 79, 100, 180 days. Half a year. How long do we have on this? 1960, February 14th. It is 1958. I think we have time. We still have 2 years, and we're going to have the tech in half a year. So that'll be fine. So we'll just go ahead and do some lunar landing. The other thing we need to start building is interplanetary probes. Oh, hey, you're watching. Great, then I don't have to type. Right, so on Atlas, my guess of what's the nosing down bit, yeah, I think you were probably over-pitching that Atlas. Atlas has a fairly reasonable thrust to weight curve early on. So 0.5, 0.6 degrees. Sounds about right. Oh, I misread. No, that's your problem. Your target is 250 by 500. So look up the actual Mercury orbits, and that will tell you where your problem lies. You will find those are not the actual Mercury orbits by far. And that's why you're running into problems. So we're going to build a probe that we can send either to Mars or to comms. These are going to be expensive, aren't they? What's the range on this? One terameter. All right. I think we can just get away with this then, because that's a lot of range. It's 35 watts. This is 25 watts. Yeah, so we might as well get the big one, even though it was more expensive. That looks shockingly modern. And let's put a couple Omnis on as well, just for safety's sake. Great. So, science time. Barometer. Oh, we want to take a biosample if we can, but I don't know if we'll have the spare mass for it. Probably will. Oh, right. Certainly on a Doberman. We're going to have so much mass if we... All right. So... 60 degrees. How heavy is that? 15 kilograms. All right, if that's 15 kilograms, we need to balance it with something. That's 1 kilogram. That's 1 kilogram. This is 5 kilograms. Is there anything else? All right, the Geiger Muller tube is 3 kilograms. Three, 4. Let's action group all the things. Oh, right. The orbital perturbation thing got pushed back a node. That's why it's not showing up here anymore. Micrometeorite detector. So this will take us up to 5 kilograms. All right. Antennas. How much do these mass? 3. Okay. let's put some RCS on. And we know what the answer is going to be. This is going to be so unbalanced, but... Ooh, that's cool. I can put them on the edge of the ring. Oh, I'm at 60 degrees. Wrong way. Okay. So, snap, rotate. All right. Actually, I think I want to do that because that's prettier. All right. Now, RCS build aid. How unbalanced are we, perchance? We want hydrazine for sure. We want hydrazine in here. You're kidding me. Oh, right. RCS build aid doesn't understand how things work. So we're going to have to fake it by putting an engine on. All right. What science are we missing? We got that. Oh, that's what we can do. We can balance them, a biosample and that. We could do that, couldn't we? Yes, we could. Okay, the television camera. We want one of you. Why can't I put it on top? That's weird. What don't you like about... That's super weird. Okay, apparently angle snap is preventing it from going to the center, but we'll turn it off. Snap to center. Put it way up here, put this on, bring this back down. Okay, that looks better. Now, that's there. So, okay, that's 3 kilograms. That's 1 kilogram. Okay. Okay, let's try this and see how it works. Still a bit of torque. Still a fair amount of torque. Which way are we torquing? Oh, actually, no. This should be about here. Okay, and then this. Let's deal with only one axis at a time, I guess. So. That looks about right. Now we have some torque again. Although oh, there, now it's showing up. All right. So then this. There. That should be fine. Hey, Specimen Swift. The red circle is indicating torque. Oh, Piano Josh already answered you. Oh shoot. What are we going to call this thing? We had Flea, we had Might. What's another good itsy bitsy bug name? This is heading to Venus and Mars. I'm going to reuse the same design for both because why not? We can get rid of our CS build 8 now because I'm satisfied. It's our mass, 230 kilograms. What's the control? The controllable mass is 320. Ooh, Aphid is cool. Why don't we try Aphid? I don't think I've done Aphid before. All right. So. And we definitely don't need one of those things. Now, if memory serves, where's the SM? There's the SM. We had 7 by something. Yeah, that's tooled. Cool. Wrong way. There's gold foil. All right, so we'll put a hydrazine thruster on here. And see how much of a shelf, 2 minutes, 486 meters per second. All right, that's way more than enough to correct. We really don't need what don't you like about that? Oh, that's what it needs to be tooled. How much hydrazine is that? That's an awful lot. 44 liters of hydrazine. Oh, but we're going to put solar panels on, aren't we? Do we have anything good? No, we don't have anything good. We really need... Ooh! That's cool. Try charge 178 watts per each. I love that these exist now. They're going to make my life so much better. Although, interesting initial alignment. Wrong way up? Probably. Extend. Alright, so in extended form, actually we want them on the 30 degrees. 6. Why did they just invert? And which way is up on them? I guess it doesn't really matter. We can face them. We can face it either towards the sun or away from the sun because it doesn't really matter. That is indeed the one Bill made, and thank goodness for him for doing it, because it's not having extendable solar panels on this thing would be horrific. Oops. A little bit too far. Six times 14 is 140 is 400, 800, yeah, 800 watts. 800 something watts. At Mars, it's probably 200 watts, which is still enough to run avionics fine. Right? Like, what does this actually take? This takes 50 watts. Yeah, so we don't even need this many panels. We can probably get away with just 3 of them, actually. Yep. Except for the fact that it's clipping there. And there's kind of no way to have it not. Because I don't think 2 of them is going to be enough. 2 of them might be enough. I think 2 of them might be enough, actually. But let's rotate them inward slightly. There. All right. So let's just do a little math. Comms. These things use 1.5 watts. And 50 watts and 35 watts. The solar panels generate 178 watts each. So 360 watts. Well, 346 watts. Obviously, that's fine at Venus. At Mars, recollection is it's about a quarter of Earth. 360 a quarter. 90 watts were still good because 50 and 35 is 85 watts. But just in case, I'm going to put a few of these things on, because I feel like at Mars 85 watts is a little bit too little. That isn't actually going to do us any good. What if we do that? That's going to work better. Okay. I'm satisfied. Oh, that's right. I can hibernate the avionics anyway. So, yeah, hibernating the avionics will have plenty of power. So let's not make it uglier than it needs to be. Right. All right. So Aphid 1. Oh, let's action group these puppies. So I feel like we're basically good. That's an awful lot of delta V. But let's actually calculate what our delta V is. First, I'll put two of these puppies on here. Let's make the bottom non-trivial. Okay. And set them to hydrazine. So specific details 198, 198. Yeah. All right, so let's do a little math. We are at 293 wet. Oops, wrong way. 221. So, take the log of that. Okay, is 0.282 times 9.80665 times 198. So just shy of 550 meters per second. That is plenty of course correction delta V. I don't think we're going to lack for course correction delta V. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this on a launch vehicle. I wonder if I can get away with... No, I think I probably should launch it on a Doberman. Because... why not? What else do I have in here? Where's... what was this? Oh, it's got the... right, it's got that thing on top. That's why. So this might actually be enough launch vehicle to get us where we need to go. Clearly, oh yeah, because I used it to... right, I already used it once to... go to the moon, which implies that we probably have enough delta V to... if we upgrade the engines, because it looks like the engines aren't the best. Yeah, because this will be the wrong config, I assume. Yes. That looks better. All right, so 12,731 minus 590. Oh, and I bet that's the wrong config too. Oh, no, it's not. It's 101A. 33.4, 270. All right, we could... yeah. This launch vehicle, This launch vehicle is not Titan class. Well, with the solids, it's, I guess, Titan class, but it has rather less of a second stage than Titan 1 even. I guess altogether this thing is probably Titan class, if you count the thrust augmentation. Titan 1 notably, not Titan 2. So let's look at what's... So... Yeah. I don't think... Oh, yeah. No, not a prayer. So we need a Doberman. That's for sure. I was hoping we could get away with a smaller launch vehicle, but ha ha ha, no. And actually, why don't we pull the one from Might, because I know it's correct, rather than the one from Doberman, which might be wrong. Contains locked or invalid parts. What the heck? Oh, because it has the gravioli, which I now no longer have access to. That's why it's saying that. All right, so... This needs to go up in the world. All right. Oh, we have oodles of delta V. We have oodles and oodles. Oodles of noodles. So... Did I put the pretty engine on this? Probably. Yes. Yes, I did. Although I don't understand. Like, Cobalt Wolf makes amazing things. I don't understand why everything's so dark, though. Like, that should be bright shiny. But whatevs. All right. So $9 million. That's not too bad. That's really not too bad. And notably, it's not actually that much more expensive than that Corgi contraption. Our first probes were actually Atlas Agena. Atlas Centaur wasn't ready until Surveyor. Interplanetary probes. Lunar probes, they tried on Atlas Able. It didn't go very well. Also, Thor Able with Pioneer. And like some lunar stuff even on Juno. Juno 2. Yeah, like Pioneer 3 and 4. Pioneer 3 and 4 were on Juno 1 or Juno 2? I forget. Might have been Juno 1. Oh, no, it was Juno 2. Okay. Yep, it was Juno 2. But it was the solids. the same bucket. No, Specimen Swift, this isn't the lander. This is a flyby probe. It's like Mariner. You're thinking of Might, which was the lander. But yeah, they first went on Atlas Centaur, or for the Soviets, the various Molnias. Which were basically the same thing used to launch Vostok without the extra stage. Yeah, Molnia did the Molnia satellites and the lunar missions and the Venus missions and all the Mars failed missions. Okay. Yeah. Soviets had such bad luck with Mars. Okay. This looks good to me. Let's build a couple. Don't know when my next window will be, but oh, actually, wait a minute. I didn't even look. Oh, right, I looked at the delta V and I said it was plenty. That's the extent to which I remember the delta V. Hmm. We could probably get away with. Oh, let me go ahead. Let me quick cancel what I just did. Huh? Why did I not get money back? Oh, maybe that's weird. Do you not spend money for building? No? You spend money for building. That got money back. Okay. Oh, no, I'm flipping the ones and the twos. So that worked. Still derping. Right, what was I going to change? I was going to change, put one fairing on so we can actually edit this thing. Oh, no, not action groups. It's a toggle. We want to show actuation toggles. And we want to turn all these things off. And basically use them as engines. Right, that's what I forgot to do. Okay. Put them back. That's better. Now, what I was going to check, we are at, what are our stage times? It'll probably be like 9200, 9250 to orbit. So, .3 kmsec for ejection. So we have some mass to play with. So what I think I want to do if I can get away with it. We'll see if I can get away with it. And that would be 293 plus 15 is 308 over 236. That still gives me 500 meters per second. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that. The reason I'm doing this is because when we approach the Martian or the Venusian SOI, we are going to want to do something in space low as well as space high, those biosamples. So I always pack two. And it's actually going to be fine because we're going to launch 2 of these each to Mars and to Venus because launch failures, which means one of them should have a spare, assuming we only have a quarter launch failures. One of them should have spare ones, which we can do in solar orbit as well. So, and that didn't take our delta V down too badly. Only about 30 meters per second on the booster. Sweet. All right. Now let's queue it up. Oops, too late. Thank you, SG Herkert. Haircut. My German is somewhere between rubbish and non-existent. Apparently I have a hovering camera. So let's fix that problem. Kill that. Kill that. Oh yes, it's hovering. Much more better. All right. Let's look at staging. I assume those are the retros. Yeah. And RCS here. All right. Oh yes. All right. Now let's try building this thing again. All right. Oh, do I have a completed contract? Right, the fact that right. All right. Let's look at debris. Where's Mite 1 probe? Ooh, it's gone already. Oh yes, that's of course correct, isn't it? Well, while launching this thing, I'll do the maneuver planning during launch. Right. I just want to check if there's Earth to Venus, 7 June. All right. Mars. That was strange. Oh, right, because Venus is 59. Oh, so we must have just missed it. Oh yeah, we did just miss it. I remember from a previous thing. But Mars is 138 days. All right, so How long is this going to take to build? Not very long. All right, so we should have that. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, it's because it's on the other build rate. And once that builds, it'll go on the prime build rate, and then this will go on the secondary build rate. That's fine. That's acceptable. So it'll be 42 days to build on the prime build rate. So we've got time. We need to have both of them built before the thing. So 80 and 30 is 110. The thing is 138 days, so that's fine. All right, so let's go fly the lunar mission. Five days to roll. The problem, the one interesting thing is that it'll be a little tight because of the rollouts. Because I only have one pad rated for this. That's why it would be nice to launch on that smaller launch vehicle, something under 150 tons. But I think we just don't have the Delta V for it on the smaller launch vehicle. And we have enough Delta V on this that we could launch it out of window and still be fine. Like a good window is 3.6. 4.3 will take us way out of the window. All right, let's do this. Oh, actually, let me save. All right. So, Lamont, if you're watching, hope I don't screw this one up. Since the misfortunes in my last stream, I have talked with Lamont more and have a better idea of how to use PVG. Now, PVG supports hot staging now, but I don't hot stage because role-playing reasons, basically. Hot staging in RP-1 is a little overpowered. We don't quite model all the problems from it. All right, so let's look at our options. We want to go to 160 by 160. That's fine, that's fine. This thing will accept a higher pitch limit, definitely omitting coast. Just looking at how autostage works. Let's try autostaging. I don't know what that does. Stop at stage. Oh, right, this is a different launch vehicle. All right, this is a different setup than where we were before. 5, I think, is what we want. Right, let's see how the auto staging works. Recall, I've saved the game, so worst comes to worst, we can just load it again. Set as target. Launch into plane of target. Engage autopilot. Let's see how this works. No, Mr. Bond, that's supposed to be the first Corona satellite cameras. So the KH-1s. It's sized perfectly to fit in. scary having MechJeb do that all automatically. Roll program. Running the vertical ascent. So the diameter is correct. The length may be a little long to go in the original keyhole payload fairings, but I don't know. I think the sizing's about right. Like if you pull up a diagram of Corona, compare how long the payload section is in that. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this alone, and hopefully everything will work. Interestingly, that reset itself back to 1 second again. It will not accept. That number looks about right to me. About 30 seconds to burnout. Interesting, we're now high enough we're getting some light. Coming up on staging. Let's hope MechJeb autostage works the way I hope it will work. That worked pretty perfectly. There we go. All right, RCS to on, to be ready for staging. Basically, we let the thing fly itself. Meanwhile, Herr Kurt, how is the Atlas Mercury stuff doing? Okay, so what sort of orbit are you going to, and what are your parameters? You should probably be going for like 145 or 150 by 200. And something like the defaults for PVG are probably fine for the pitch program. Oh wait, right. Oh, right. This is not actually ever probably going to work on PVG. Because PVG has no way of knowing when you're going to stage, so it optimizes for thinking you're burning all the way up. Yeah, you could do it in PEG when you ran the entire pitch program for 2 minutes. But you can't do it in PVG because it kills the pitch program automatically rather than procedurally. So yeah, talk to Lamont on the PVG channel about forcing it to stay in pitch program a certain amount of time. I didn't realize that until I thought about the problem and how I flew Atlas on PEG. And yeah, you have to do it like that. Seconds. I'm glad MacJeb was smart enough to realize that these should not be staged. Oh, they're stringers anyway. They don't decouple. Okay. The final burn to orbit. Turns out clicking engage autopilot and going to orbit with no intervention is actually kind of cool. And yes, the inclination is being fixed and all the things. So basically, my mistake last time was trying to do MechJeb's job for it instead of letting the mod's code do everything. But yes, just to confirm, PVG is only as good as the information it detects, and unless it has a way of knowing how long it's going to run until it stages, then it's going to assume that you're just going to burn those boosters all the way to orbit. Insertion point. Well, that's frickin' impressive. Nailed it within 2 kilometers of desired perigee. So we can actually clean that up a little bit on RCS and have a truly circular orbit. So that's freakishly good, and our relative inclination is 0.00 degrees. That's insane. Thank you, Lamont. All right, so now that we're here, let me go ahead and target Venus and get a transfer window. There's the pork chop. So yeah, we literally just missed this window. That's a shame. That's a crying shame. So transit duration 104 days versus, that's a long transit. All right, let's see what we've got here. The cheapest is 3.5 kmsec. So that's nice. Where's CAC? This is a raw time alarm, and it is Venus. 3.5 kmsec. And it is in 150, oops, nope, 1 year, 82 days, 11 hours, 16 minutes, and 50 seconds. Now let's look at Mars. Oh, Ceres is in here. I forgot that. Good. All right. So that's expensive. Do we really not have a cheaper Mars transfer than that? Piano Josh, I wish I knew. I don't know. That is also a thing to bring up with the MechJeb folks, because that would be super nice. So let's pick the optimal one here. And what is the... All right, it does not actually have a very significant normal component, which means that but it does have a, Interesting. It's very off axis. What's its normal component? Yeah. All right. So I guess we're just going to have to hope that we have enough delta V for that. Because I don't see any better options, really. Annoying. And all right. Hey, Pap. Yes, you were right. I was wrong. Plenty is never plenty. But we have tonnage to spare, so we can just boost it with some casters, and that'll save a bunch of delta V. Just for the sake of argument. Oh, it's not even. It's not. Oh, right, because the node's in there. Capture. Ooh, that's actually a fairly cheap capture right now. But up there, there's a... All right. What's going on with this? All right, zoomed like that. Yep, that's the same thing we got before. All right, anyway, let's go to the moon. Okay, 22 minutes. Oh God, we're landing on the dark side. Not the far side, just the dark side. Actually, no, sorry, that's not true. It we at that angle, it'll be twilight because we'll hit it there, and yeah, hopefully it'll be twilight. But yeah, that'll give us camera coverage. If we're lucky, it'll be a different biome. Pap, it is a fun build. Piano Josh, I should do that. I just don't have the patience. Somebody needs to extend MechJeb to do it for you. Oh, we should turn that on as well. All right. That's basically fine. All right. Let's do that. What the heck? Why did that just change utterly when I toggled that thing in persistent rotation? That was so weird. All right. Let's remove and create again. Execute it. Oh, let me just check my attitude is set to hybrid. Should be all fine. Oh, it warped successfully this time. That's nice. Let's see if it all just successfully this time. It didn't perform all edge, I guess because it thought this was still okay because of the boil off. Now I have to be close on the trigger to kill it and finish on RCS rather than letting MechJeb burn it all the way. Oops. Missed. Let's flip around because we probably, yeah, we overburned a wee little bit. All right, flipping around. Okay. Let's fix that. All right, that should, we should still have comms for that. All right. Now, right about there, we want to do a retro burn, and we're already aligned for it. How convenient. Okay, so let's spin up. That off. Spinning up takes a while. Huh, my antennas didn't deploy. Let's... Oh, we don't have comms. I guess because we're over a dead spot. Well, it gives us time to really spin up a lot, at least. Sure, I'm always happy to hear something crazy about input locks. And Piano Josh, the gravity losses may be high, but look at how much delta V we have. So, not actually a problem. I guess we have to switch view. Don't nobody get sick. Activate. Activate. All right. Back to auto. All right. Now we will decouple once. And head towards the moon. Okay. Oh, interesting. We're not... Yeah, it's kind of dark. Definitely kind of dark. Very, very dark. I was hoping that we would... I was hoping that it would not be that dark. Also, I was hoping that we would be over here. But whatever. Because this side was not dark. All right, I think I wanted to fire at about 120 kilometers. So let's try now. Let's align to surface. I doubt we have any new science. We have no new science. All right. Note that we have more delta V than our surface velocity, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so we'll wait a little bit before we... Oh, we're coming over. Okeanos Parclarum. That's cool. I think at about 25 kilometers, I want to light off the next one. Something hit the ground. And now we're going to have to kill off. Now we're going to have to despin quite a bit. And hopefully we'll have time to despin before we make a smoking hole. Happily, we have lots of delta V. No, Mr. Bond, you're right that probably having some solids to do the despin would be better. All right. So now, surf, align. $2,600 meters. Okay. All right. 2 centimeters a second horizontal speed. That's not too bad. All right, let's keep descent rate under control. One kilometer. I wish we could see our landing. That would make things better. But my kingdom for an actual accurate suicide burn calculation. And apparently we landed on a hillside, but at least and upside down at that, but at least we're not rolling. So I'll take it. We're probably on the crater edge or something. Anyway, that was a successful landing. Although it would have been nicer to do it in the daylight so we could see what the heck was going on. But, right, thank you everybody for watching. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.